You stand at the edge, the ground beneath you giving way, exposing the abyss of lies you've unknowingly crossed. For too long, you've swallowed a sweet naretta, comforting poison that promised safety in vulnerability and strength in unchecked kindness. It was a lullaby meant to keep you docile, a gentle lie that has now soured into a harsh reality. Look around, really look. The predators aren't just circling, they're feasting, jaws slick with the spoils of the naive. And you, still clutching the faded shreds of misplaced idealism, whisper for mercy. Understand this with the cold clarity of dawn. No one respects a soul that bleeds without reason, breaks without resistance, or begs for acknowledgement. Power isn't a gift for the deserving. It's a prize seized by those whose resolve is forged in the fires of ruthless pragmatism, unburdened by guilt. This isn't an invitation to patch up your old self. This is a call for radical transformation, a total overhaul of your operating system. The emotional framework you inherited is flawed, inherently weak. You've wandered life as a loyal servant, always waiting for permission to rise. But permission is a ghost, a trick used by rulers to keep men like you in line. From this moment, you begin a meticulous reconstruction not as a dreamer chasing illusions, but as a tactician, every move calculated, every decision deliberate. There is no savior coming, no all-knowing mentor, no lover to heal your wounds. This path is one of profound solitude. If that realization stirs fear in you, good. It means your humanity remains. But the true strategist doesn't seek comfort in the familiar. He retreats into himself, sharpens his mind, hardens his will, until he becomes the storm so powerful that lesser tempests vanish in his wake. Stop asking. Start calculating. What's ahead won't just change you. It will dismantle the old you. This isn't a pep talk or a fleeting rush of adrenaline. This is Machiavelli's blueprint, resurrected for the brutal realities of today. You can't build steel on shifting sand. You will root out the softness within you. You will bury hesitation. And from the ashes, you will rise a mind forged for war. Others will test your new resolve. They won't understand your transformation. Let them. Confusion is a weapon, a silence. When wielded with intent, is an impenetrable mask. Your new face will be unreadable. Comment below. I am the architect of my power. Say it as a warning, not a wish. This is the line in the sand. Cross it, and you commit to an irreversible journey. If you're ready, steel yourself. Now begins the construction of a weapon. Burn the old blueprint, the flawed design handed down by cowards never questioned. They preached virtue and morality only when it served their own agendas. What did that earn you? Rejection, confusion, and a weakness disguised as virtue. If you want to be untouchable, you must destroy the framework that made you predictable and obedient. The truth is brutal. The version of you cling to was designed to be exploited. Your habits, beliefs, and emotional reflexes were programmed by others. That version kept you hidden, compliant, forgettable. Now, that skin must be torn away. You cannot lead or command if you're paralyzed by the fear of disappointing others. Burn it, all the fake confidence, the addiction to validation, the diluted ambition. No more compromise disguised as balance. You don't need healing. You need radical reprogramming, ruthless purge of your emotional code. Weak men cling to comfort. Strong men destroy and rebuild, sharper and stronger. You're not here to mend the old. You're here to replace it. Feel the resistance within you. That's fear, and it's a liar. Your comfort zone is a padded coffin. The fire inside you is your signal to break the shell, not protect it. Rebirth always begins with violence, and violence never asks permission. You will either shatter the shell or die inside it. Death isn't always physical. Sometimes it's a life unlived. Your first command: delete the man you were programmed to be. Write that decree in the ashes of your past. Your pain is not your enemy, it's your forge. Use it. Comment below. My past self is ashes. Say it, believe it, burn it. We're not here to cope. We're here to build a king. Strategic self-control. True control isn't a show of calm. It's total command over your inner battlefield. For too long, you've been a puppet, every reaction pulled by unseen hands. That ends now. From this moment, you are no longer a man who bleeds out emotionally. You are a vault, a fortress, a weapon with a locked trigger. Your new reaction is no reaction. Men of power don't need to show strength. They never lose composure. Let others bark and flinch. The strategist observes, lets the storm pass, then strikes with precision. Your control is not surrender. Calculated restraint. It's the art of letting others destroy themselves while you remain untouched. See your emotions as tools, not truths. Anger, when harnessed, is fuel but never your driver. Fear, when analyzed, is information but never your identity. Sadness, when channeled, can deepen focus but never drown you. The world wants men emotionally open so they can be manipulated. You will build walls, not expose wounds. Think 5 moves ahead, not 5 seconds behind. The man who can't command himself commands nothing. The impulsive man always loses. If it triggers you, it owns you. If it owns you, it defeats you. If it defeats you, you stay weak. Fix this or be exploited forever. From now on, you are your own master. Master your face, your voice, your silence, and above all, the moment before you speak. That pause is power. Comment below. I am silence behind the storm. Say it, hold it, live it. We're not reacting, we're ruling. Weaponize your darkness. There's a part of your primal, untamed, that you've buried. The rage, the fear, the cold logic. You were taught to lock it away, to believe your darkness made you bad. They lied. That shadow is not weakness. It's dormant power, waiting to be forged into a weapon. Don't destroy your darkness. Aim it, unleash it when needed. Your pain is valuable, but only if you stop running from it. Every betrayal, insult, and failure is a brick. Build with them. Darkness gives light its meaning. You'll never be whole until you face the part of you that craves vengeance and power and say, I see you. I need you. Suppression isn't strength. Integration is. The man who pretends to be all love and peace shatters under pressure. The man who commands his demons is untouchable. Be terrifying, but never reckless. Be controlled, but never soft. The world doesn't want your purity. It respects your power. Look in the mirror. See the cold eyes behind the mask, the hunger behind the smile. That version of you doesn't want applause. He wants a mission. Give your darkness purpose, and you become unstoppable. You'll enter rooms and shift the atmosphere without a word. You'll be the man even the loudest watch. Stop hiding from your shadow. Step into it and drag it into your control. Sharpen your instincts. Protect your purpose. Weak men fear their darkness. Strong men wield it. You have a war to win, and light alone isn't enough. Comment below. My darkness obeys me. Don't fear your edge. Master it. Use it. Rule with it. The cold eye of observation, unveiling hidden realities. Most people stumble through life blind. They don't see. They assume. They don't study. They react. But the Machiavellian mind observes with surgical precision. Every twitch, every pause, every contradiction is data. Train your mind like a sniper. No wasted shots, no wasted emotion. Observation is your weapon. Use it relentlessly. When you enter a room, don't seek attention. Study. Who's insecure? Who's posturing? who can't handle silence. Power leaks from those who talk too much, move too fast, or crave validation. You, by contrast, remain still. Let others reveal their weaknesses. You don't intimidate with noise. You disarm with silence. True dominance is quiet. Stop needing to be liked. Crave awareness. Study patterns, not promises. Given time, people always reveal themselves. Watch for shifts in tone, nervous glances, evasive answers. These are signals, not accidents. Most people broadcast weakness while begging to appear strong. Never assume loyalty or morality. What you see is often a mask. The strategist knows this. Learn the language of body and emotion. You're not paranoid. You're precise. You're not cold. You're calculating. You don't react because you've already anticipated the strike. This isn't manipulation, it's survival. In a world of masks, you either see the game or become a pawn. You're not here for feelings, you're here for advantage. Comment below, I see what others hide. That's not just awareness, it's protection. Learn to see like a shadow in daylight, unblinking, untouchable. Machiavellian maskcraft. You were told to be yourself, but that advice is for the weak. No one rises to power without a collection of masks. You must become whoever the moment demands, without hesitation, without shame. Authenticity is a luxury, adaptation is power. Machiavelli said, "A wise man must imitate the fox and the lion. Be both, but reveal neither." Master the art of false virtue. The world rewards those who appear kind, but respects those who are kind and dangerous. Be generous when watched, ruthless when alone. If you want influence, master performance. Your smile should soothe. Your silence should intimidate. Your presence should always be deliberate. This isn't about faking. It's about building your legend. You are the author of your identity. No man rises by showing his true intentions. Tell them what they want to hear. Do what must be done. Keep them comfortable, never informed. You don't lie, you navigate. Those who can't adapt are ruled by those who can. Every environment is a stage. At work, be the ally until it's time to lead. In negotiations, play the fool, then reveal your insight. In conflict, appear volatile while planning ahead. The man who controls his image controls power. Let others show their hand. You wear a mask until it's time to strike. Practice daily. Speak less. Let others assume. Mirror when useful. Break when tested. Masks are armor. Your truth, unshielded, is a weakness. Keep it locked. Your value is in being unknowable. Predictability is death for a strategist. Mystery is a weapon. Those who say, "I am who I am," are slaves to their programming. You will shapeshift with precision. Enter as a blank slate. Become what gives you leverage. When loved, be gracious. When envied, be silent. When feared, ensure it lasts. Power is perception, not possession. Your challenge: master 3 masks: the diplomat, the phantom, the king. Use them wisely. Discard them only in solitude. Your inner world is sacred. Your outer world is strategy. Comment below. I wear masks to rule. The game isn't fair play. It like a ghost with teeth. Ruthless boundaries. You don't rise by being available. You rise by being selective, discerning, untouchable. Every yes you say when you mean no gives away your power. Every explanation to the undeserving diminishes your value. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're the walls protecting your mind, energy, and empire. Most men have none. Remember, no one respects what's always accessible. Your time, energy, and presence must be earned. People will take everything from you not out of malice, but instinct. If you don't draw the line, they'll walk over you and you'll blame them, not yourself. From now on, no is your language. No explanations, no guilt, no delay. If someone resents your boundaries, good, they've benefited from your lack of them. Let the leeches fall away. You don't need peace, you need power. Power demands distance. Some will call you harsh or cold. Weak people confuse boundaries with cruelty because they fear confrontation. But confrontation is clarity. If your clarity offends, that's a sign. Most want men who are accessible, predictable, weak. Me, none. Of those, audit your circle. Who drains you? Who demands without giving? Who tests your limits? Be precise. These are liabilities, not friends. You're building a fortress, not a motel. Only those who bring discipline, loyalty, or growth get in. Guard your schedule like a war map. Spend energy only where it multiplies. Let your presence be rare. Let them miss you. Let your distance create gravity. You owe no one access. Your duty is to guard your power, not to please, not to explain, but to protect your empire. You're not here to babysit egos or be a crutch for the unwilling. You're here to build, enforce, and protect. You don't need to yell to draw a line. A calm no with steady eyes is louder than 1,000 screams. Practice it. Say it without apology. People will push. Your job is not to yield. Your job is to show. This is a man who does not fold. Comment below. My boundaries are law. You're not becoming bitter. You're becoming bulletproof. You're not rejecting people. You're selecting your future. From now on, your time is earned. Your presence is currency. Your boundaries are non-negotiable. Build alliances, not friendships. Friendship is emotional. Alliance is strategic. A strategist isn't emotionally tied to unpredictable people. You were taught to collect friends for comfort. But comfort isn't. Power, loyalty is, mutual benefit is. The man of influence builds alliances, not liabilities. Most friendships are built on comfort, not character. If your circle applauds your weakness and ignores your growth, you have anchors, not allies. You don't need company, you need focus. You don't need bonding, you need alignment. Your time is too valuable for accidental relationships. If someone is in your life, they must serve a purpose: growth, elevation, advantage, expansion. This isn't heartless, it's efficient. Kings kept warriors and advisors, not jesters. Do the same. Your circle must be forged in clarity, not sentiment. Remove emotion. Insert purpose. This isn't about being cold. It's about being discerning. Ask, what does this person add to my future? Do they make me sharper, stronger, smarter? Do they uphold standards or offer excuses? If not, they're draining you. That's not betrayal. It's reality. Stop fearing truth. Alliances are built on mutual gain. No one is selfless, and that's fine. Know what you offer and what you expect. Define your terms, set your limits, communicate clearly. The right people will respect this. The rest will call you selfish. Let them. You're not here to please. You're here to build. Audit your circle like a war council. Who watches your blind spots? Who challenges your thinking? Okay? Who contributes when you're not looking? No one. You're surrounded, not supported. One weak link can destroy everything. Power is built on alignment, not affection. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." More importantly, it's better to be respected for what you build, not for how many friends you have. The man with the most friends often has the least focus. You're not here to be surrounded. You're here to be sharp. Your new code: every connection must build or protect your empire. Everything else is noise. Cut the dead weight. Cut the nostalgia. Cut the friends who want you stagnant. You're not who you were when you met them. Be bold enough to walk alone. so the right allies can see your true stature. Comment below. I build circles of power. Your life isn't a social club, it's a campaign. Your network is your fortress, small, strong, strategic. From now on, you don't collect friends. You forge allies. Silence is a power move. Silence isn't weakness, it's a calculated strike. The loudest man reveals himself, his insecurities, his desperation, his fear. The silent man is the one everyone watches because his stillness means preparation, observation, control. Most men don't get this. They think silence is awkwardness. They fill every gap because they fear what others might think. But silence is a blade. It cuts deeper than words. Silence makes people confess, reveal, and project while you remain unreadable. The world tells you to speak, to share, to express. But the strategist knows the more you say, the more you expose. And once exposed, you're predictable. Predictability kills dominance. Every unnecessary word gives away leverage. Speak only when it builds power, otherwise. Let silence do the work. Who commands the room? Not the loudest, but the one who waits, then speaks with precision. That's not charisma. It's psychological warfare. Master it the moment you conquer your fear of quiet. Silence forces others to reveal themselves. People hate a void. If you stay silent, they'll fill it with secrets, tells, and fears. They'll see your quiet as judgment, confidence, superiority, or mystery. Let them. The best illusion is letting others think you know more than you say. You win not by confrontation, but by the discomfort they create for themselves. You don't speak to be heard. You speak to shift the energy. That's the rule. When you speak, it should feel like an event. Your voice becomes weighty because your silence is the norm. Speak to direct, to shatter illusions, to declare decisions. Precision over performance. Be the last to speak. Gather intelligence. When everyone else has spoken, you hold all the power. This is how kings speak. The fool interrupts. The strategist pauses. Be the stillest man in chaos. Your silence should be unnerving, not because you're rude, but because you can't be read. Let them wonder. Let them fear the unknown. That mystery is your armor. Silence is not inaction, it's calculation. When the enemy doesn't know your thoughts, he can't prepare. When allies don't know your motives, they tread carefully. You're not loud. You're felt. Control starts small. Resist the urge to explain. Let misunderstandings persist. You're not here to defend. You're here to direct. Stop correcting every false impression. A mysterious man is never an easy target. You don't exist to be understood. You exist to be feared, respected, studied from afar. Power hides, influence lurks. The most dangerous men are the ones you can't read. Become one. Be unreadable, unshakable, unexplainable. Speak only to command, not to fill space. Comment below, my silence makes noise. That's your mantra. Pause mid-conversation and let tension build. End sentences early and let them hang. Leave questions unanswered not because you don't know, but because they don't deserve your answers. Ascend through silence, scarcity, and timing. Don't just speak less. Make every word count. Don't just be quiet. Be felt. The storm doesn't announce itself. It observes, gathers, and strikes in a flash. Long-term dominance over short-term pleasure. The man who can't delay gratification is already conquered. Pleasure is the invisible leash around most men's neck, soft, seductive, and deadly. Every time you choose comfort over strategy, you sell your future for a moment's relief. Most men do this 1,000 times a day, never realizing they've mortgaged their destiny for a dopamine hit. True power isn't speed, it's endurance. The kings who lasted were patient. The generals who won waited, studied, and starved there. Desires want dominance. Outlast, outendure. Sit in the fire while others run. Don't chase pleasure, command it. Wake up thinking not of comfort, but of building your empire. Your diet is fuel. Your discipline is structure. Your rituals are scaffolding. The gym is for control. Business is for influence. Strategy is for consistency. There are two versions of you, the king and the child. The king delays gratification to build his domain. The child whines for comfort and pays in regret. Every time you choose distraction, lust, or indulgence, you crown the child. He will destroy your throne from within, gamify your restraint. Every denial of impulse is a brick in your fortress. Every no to pleasure is a yes to the man who commands rooms. The winner knows pleasure isn't the prize power is. Every high has a hidden cost. That lazy morning costs sharpness. That empty hookup costs discipline. That mindless scroll costs hours. The price isn't obvious. It's paid in years, lost. Momentum and respect. Don't let that be your story. Make this your law. Nothing owns me but my mission, not lust, ego, or distraction. Walk past temptation not because you're weak, but because you're too focused to be diverted. Grind. In silence, build in the dark. You're not here to be seen. You're here to dominate. Delayed gratification is the mark of high-level men. The world calls it boring or extreme. Let them. The world doesn't build legacies, it consumes them. While they binge, you build. While they sleep, you sharpen. While they chase highs, you stack legacy. One day, you'll see the transformation. Untouchable, controlled, respected without a word. While others chased quick wins, you became the win. That happens through 10,000 invisible decisions. Comment below. Pleasure obeys my discipline. Write it, live it, breathe it. This isn't about motivation. This is about forging an unbreakable identity. You're not here to play. You're here to build something that outlives you. That power comes through sacrifice, precision, and a hunger greater than pleasure. The unending game, perpetual evolution. You think there's a finish line. A day when you can finally rest. Money made, respect earned, demons slain, peace achieved. That's the ultimate trap. There is no end, only evolution or decay. The moment you stop climbing, the world starts eroding what you've built. Comfort is the smiling assassin. Kings who forget this rot in luxury, bloated on past glory. The strategist knows the game never ends, it just changes. One battle fades, another begins. Threats evolve, enemies change faces, temptations grow sharper. The throne you earn today will be tested tomorrow. The world doesn't care who you are. It cares who you're becoming. Every sunrise asks, will you build or will you decay? The crown must be defended, daily not with noise, but with standards. Not with bravado, but with consistency. Think you've done enough. Double it. Outgrown your rivals. Outgrow your old self. Past victories mean nothing here. This is a new battlefield, and it will break any man who mistakes achievement for a rival. Stay hungry after you're full. Stay sharp when there's no threat. Stay cold when life tries to lull you with comfort. Power isn't a one-time hit. It's a pulse. You must keep alive with discipline and vision. Let others retire into comfort. You were made to reign. Reigning isn't sitting on a throne, showing up when no one's watching, pushing through when no one applauds. You don't need motivation. You need to code something in your bones that doesn't flinch under pressure. Let them call you obsessive. Let them mock your silence and systems. While they chase balance, you chase dominion. While they waste time, you own every second. That's the difference between men who are remembered and those who are forgotten. But don't mistake movement for mastery. Don't just grind refine. Don't just wake early, use your hours with precision. Don't just lift, build durability in your soul. The game is about direction, accuracy, and timelessness. The long game thinker is untouchable. You must be able to look in the mirror and know if everything collapsed. You'd rebuild faster, better, colder, because the tools are internal. The mindset is forged. The weakness is dead. You are the weapon. Weapons don't panic. They execute. That's how you know you've arrived. Nothing external can destroy what you've built within. But even then, you keep building. Not because you hate rest, but because you know it's cost sharpness, leverage, edge. And edge, once dulled, invites attack. The man who thinks he's safe becomes prey. You move like a shadow with teeth. Even in stillness, you're lethal. Even at peace, you're ready to strike. This isn't paranoia, it's power management. You're not here to survive. You're here to outlast, outthink, out-strategize anyone who dares to challenge you. That requires daily recalibration. Every morning, you build your kingdom again, not because it's gone, but because that's the price of strength. Maybe you'll become a symbol, a blueprint others study, a name whispered with respect. But that's not the goal. The goal is inner domination, to master the chaos within, to never lose yourself, no matter how loud the world gets. The greatest enemy is always inside. Here's the final truth. The game never ends. That's your advantage. The weak look for finish lines. The strong look for the next war. Not because we love destruction, but because we embrace evolution. The battlefield sharpens us. The climb reminds us who we are. Attain makes us sovereign. Comment below. I am the storm in human form. Say it and mean it. This isn't just a message. This is your blueprint. If you've made it this far, you're no longer just a man. You are a weaponized will sculpted by pain, focused by silence, protected by boundaries, powered by strategy. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be unforgettable. If this awakens something in you, do what a strategist would. Join the mission, turn on the discipline, because this isn't motivation. This is war. And every war needs a ruler.